Hello everyone, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your March 2024 general reading. We're looking at the first half of March from the 1st through the 15th roughly, and this reading is for the fire sign of Aries. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Aries. If you're cross-watching for an Aries, it's also relevant. If you know any of your other placements, sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, watch those videos as well for additional insight and perspective. It's a general reading, so of course it may resonate a little differently for everyone. Now, if something really does resonate with you, it really does hit you, and you'd like to take a deeper look at it, or the reading style resonates with you, if you are interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please email me at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can see that contact info by clicking the description or the title of this video. I would love to hear from you, and as always, I can respond pretty quickly within the same day or within the next 24 hours with more information. I do offer a pretty wide variety of readings in all areas of life, different types, lengths, styles, costs, spreads. The 6 and 12-month overviews are still going pretty quickly right now, so there's something in there for everyone. Just email me and I'd be delighted to hear from you. So let's move right into this. I'm using the Deluxe Tarot, the Deluxe Royal Tarot by Cyril Marchetti, and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot, also by Cyril Marchetti. And please forgive my hoarseness. I sound a little bit froggy. I'm just at the tail end of recovering from that awful respiratory thing that's been going around. So while I feel perfectly fine, there's still some residual hoarseness. So, okay, let's take a look, Aries, and see what the last half of March looks like for you. Ooh, we begin with the Wheel of Fortune, which reminds us that life is cyclical and there are always changes outside of our control. So change is coming in for you. Spirit is, which is typically an opportunity for a change, an opportunity for something, right? With that, we have Judgment. So it's going to present a choice, and you're going to have to choose one way or the other. You can't sit back on your laurels here, because even if your choice is not to choose, that's your choice. You're choosing no to whatever the thing is, right? Judgment is typically final. In fact, I think your sister sign Leo had this too. Final meaning, this card usually shows up when there's a choice in front of you, and it's significant. So if you choose to stay on the path you were on before, then that's what you're going to be stuck with, right? Pretty much. If you choose to take a new path, it will probably significantly influence, if not completely change, your life path. So Spirit is bringing this change. What are you going to do? How are you going to react? What are you going to choose? Are you going to go with it, or are you going to resist it? Next, we have the Ten of Cups, the happy home, happily ever after, home, family, marriage, children, the circle finally closing. Tens represent cycle completion or coming full circle. So the Ten of Cups, I always think of, God's in his heaven, all's right with the world, and everything just feels fine, great, like everything's finally connected, especially where home and family is concerned, might be marriage. With that, we have you, King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, showing up as a king, but it's a general reading, could be female as well, might be the other person in a relationship that's influenced, could be a fire sign too. Next, we have the Two of Wands, also a card about crossroads, choices. This is about taking a course of action, being called again to make a decision. The Nine of Coins, which is a card about independence and luxury. It feels here like you may be called to be making a choice between whether to choose yourself or choose a relationship or home and family here for some of you. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus is the Six of Coins, giving and receiving, being open to giving and receiving. Some of you, just in terms of the relationship, personal relationship area of your life, it might be a choice between getting married or staying single. But let's take a look. Let's take a look at this overall energy of Six of Coins. But judgment here, it's, very similar to justice. It's dependent on your actions, your choices, what you choose, and you're accountable for your choices and decisions, whether you choose to do this or whether you don't choose to do this. Whatever the consequences and outcomes are, you're responsible for them because you're responsible for your actions and your choices. 6 of Coins. Justice. Reaping what you sow. The outcome is entirely reliant on how you choose to move through this, what you choose to do, not what you wish, think, hope, dream, but what you actually do. Ace of Wands, exciting new beginnings. Let's take a look at that Wheel of Fortune and Judgment. We have the Queen of Wands, so we have a couple here, King and Queen of Wands. So for many of you, it's likely relationship oriented. I mean, the choice might be in another area of life, like career or money or something, but there's definitely what's focal here is a significant impact or influence, a choice impacting a primary relationship. And strength, facing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities. Struggling with what we call our shadow self, meaning the part we've had to play in the situation. Judgment. The Emperor, interesting, that's your sign, Aries. 10 of Cups again, and Ace of Cups. I think Spirit here is saying there's some situation here. I think for many of you, it's just central on the relationship, but others of you, it may be in another area of life, but it's going to significantly or profoundly impact home and family or that relationship life. The whole theme of this is, do I choose that or do I just choose myself here? Some of you, it's a pretty clear choice about, do I get married and kind of close that cycle and, and start down that path? Or do I stay on my own with the 9 of Coins, because I've worked hard to have what I have and I enjoy what I have, and I don't know if I want to, share that or open that up to somebody else. I mean, fair enough, no judgment here, free will, free agency, right? There's an opportunity Spirit is presenting here. It may be a final opportunity too, especially if it involves another person. For some of you, I'm getting competition on that front as well. So there's a pretty significant crossroads, fork in the road energy here on what you're going to do. And the outcome, whether or not it's what you choose, right? Let's take a look at that 10 of Cups, King of Wands, 4 of Wands, and Death, transformation. I mean, the 10 of Cups and the 4 of Wands, this is home and marriage. That's what this is. And this is transformation, but it represents needing to let go of the old and embrace the new. Letting go of the old thoughts, old perspectives. Maybe some of you had a long-term relationship or marriage before and it ended badly or horribly, and you're like, I'll never do that again. So you fast forward, and now this is in front of you, and you're being asked to, are you going to invest in that? Are you going to have hope in that again, or are you not? For others of you, the choice might be in another area of life. I mean, it's quite clear here, and this may be a reading that doesn't resonate for everyone, particularly those who are looking just for career or money, because there's so much here that's about home, family, and relationship pretty clearly, right? And transformation in that, but it requires letting go of the old, and it feels like the choice here is between me and we, basically, and choosing a path that's either about me or choosing a path that's about we. That's pretty much whether the choice is about career and money that impacts home and family, if you have that, or whether it's purely about relationship, because that's what I'm getting here. It's going to require courage and being brave and moving forward into something that you're afraid to move forward into. And it's all this kind of being at this crossroads energy. Do I or don't I? What do I choose? Do I stay stuck and stay with my old belief system and my old ideology? Or do I choose renewed hope and restoration of faith here? That's pretty much the gist of this reading. It's a general reading, so the little details and specifics will vary. It feels like you're afraid to open up and to share or totally combine in a partnership because you're afraid of losing, you're afraid of being taken for a ride, you're afraid of being betrayed or being stabbed in the back, which means it probably happened to you before, right? And it's like, which path do I choose? Because it feels like you're at a pretty defining moment here, Aries, where you have to choose one way or the other, or the choice will be removed from you because it'll be made by somebody else instead of by you. You have the opportunity here to kind of stand up and take charge and be the emperor that you are and make that decision one way or the other and just kind of own it one way or the other, right? So let's end with advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. The Seven of Cups. Consider what might be possible. What is the potential, the positive potential of something? And the Hanging Man, which asks you to look to sort of self-sacrifice for a minute and look at something from a different angle. It's like flipping yourself upside down so you can get a different perspective. So Spirit here is asking you to look at the potential of this situation, and instead of focusing on what might be your habit, which is to, but if I do this, then this horrible thing might happen, and this bad thing might happen, and this horrible, painful thing that happened in the past might happen again. Spirit is saying, what if that didn't happen? What if it was beautiful? What if it was great? Look at the possibility and potential of what it could be in a beautiful way. Flip your perspective. Look at it from a different perspective. Look at the possibility and potential that lies within it for growth and love and harmony instead of pain and betrayal and loss, which you probably experienced in the past. Knight of Swords and Knight of Wands. Move forward. Don't waste any time. Move forward assertively, strongly, one way or the other. It feels like Spirit wants you to move forward on this path pretty clearly. But again, free will, free agency. But I think I'm going to leave it there, Aries. Those are your messages for the first half of March. I hope they were relevant and useful to those of you watching. And again, if this did resonate, you'd like to perhaps pull the curtain back and take a deeper look, or you simply like the reading style. If you're interested in a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please email me, Maggie, @gmail.com. You can see that contact info attached to the description or the title of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the March mid-month readings. Stay safe, stay well, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.